Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Heti Rohayati, pembimbing Leksam Bedas dari SR05, akan memenuhi tantangan Leksam Bedas bulan Juli tahun 2025 tentang storytelling. Adapun buku yang saya angkat adalah dari buku cerita anak-anak Sumatera Barat tentang akhir cerita dari anak durhaka Malin Kundang. Once upon a time, in Pantai Air Manis Fisherman Village, a widow and her son live and love each other. The mother and son were called Mande Rubaiyah and Malin Kundang. A few years later, Malin Kundang grew up. He dreamed of being a rich merchant. One day, a big ship anchored at Air Manis Beach port. Malin intended to go on the journey on the ship. Malin Kundang meminta ibunya untuk mengizinkan dia ikut ke sebuah kapal besar yang waktu itu menghampiri pantai di kampungnya. It was hard for Mande Rubaiyah to grant her son's wish, but for his son's future, she eventually let Malin go for his dream. Akhirnya, Mande Rubaiyah mengizinkan Malin Kundang untuk ikut. Until one morning in the dry seasons, a big ship was seen approaching Air Manis Beach. The ship was beautiful and luxurious, and it looked like it belonging to a king or a prince. The people in the fisherman village welcomed it happily. When the ship made port, a man and his wife come out wearing beautiful and sparkling clothes. They look very happy and they smile widely as they greet the villagers. Mande Rubaiyah was one of the people who approached the ship. But suddenly, she was surprised. She was sure that the man in the nobleman's clothing standing with his wife was Malin Kundang. Her prayers were answered. The woman struggled her way out of the crowd and approached the ship. She approached the nobleman and hugged him tight. Di gambar ini, Ibu Mande Rubaiyah sangat yakin bahwa di suatu pagi musim panas sebuah kapal menghampirinya dan di dalamnya turun dua orang yang sangat terpandang memakai pakaian yang bagus. Mande Rubaiyah terbelalak. Dia yakin bahwa yang turun dari kapal itu adalah Malin. Dia mengabaikan sorak-sorai orang penduduk sekitarnya, langsung menghampiri dan memeluk Malin dengan sangat erat. "Oh Malin anakku, begitu lama kau meninggalkan ibumu ini," said Mande Rubaiyah in sobs. Malin Kundang was still confused, finding himself being hugged by an old woman in patched clothes. He tried to remember what his mother looked like, but his wife got mad and yelled at him. "Is this your mother? Then you lied to me." Upon hearing what his wife said, Malin Kundang's pride got piqued. He was embarrassed to admit that Mande Rubaiyah was his mother. Malin shouted at the old woman, "Only in your dreams, my mother is nothing like you." Not only did he shout at the old woman, he also kicked her down and she then passed out at the beach. Dalam cerita ini, ketika ibunya memeluk Malin dengan erat, Malin bingung dan mengingat-ingat wajah ibunya dulu. Tapi sebelum dia ingat, istrinya meneriakinya dan mengatakan bahwa, "Apakah ia ibumu? Apakah kamu sudah berbohong padaku. Nah, maka Malin merasa malu. Akhirnya Malin mengatakan sesuatu yang kasar kepada ibunya. Tidak hanya itu, Malin juga menendang ibunya hingga ibunya terjatuh. When Mandarubaiyah gained her consciousness, the place was already empty. The ship Malin Kundang came in had already gone on sail. She felt devastated and sad. She cried in her heart, "Oh Tuhan, kalau laki-laki itu benar si Malin Kundang, aku mohonkan keadilan-Mu." Tak lama kemudian turun hujan lebat di tengah lautan. Petir menyambar-nyambar dan gelombang laut menjadi besar. Kapal yang indah dan megah itu pun hancur berkeping-keping, tergulung ombak. Ini adalah curahan hati dari seorang ibu yang telah tersakiti oleh anaknya. Anaknya tidak menungguinya, tidak mengakuinya, walaupun dia sudah merindukannya. The next day, suddenly a lot of rocks were found at the foot of the hill near the beach. They looked like pieces of a ship. Then there was also a rock that looked like a kneeling man. People believed that the rock was Malin Kundang's, that had been cursed by his mother. Sometimes the rock would shed some water